Welcome back to the final part. We're still looking at the 2000 Guineas. Divided opinion, I think it's fair to say that everyone on the panel is against Kingman. So, apart from Adam here, who in the break said, I'm going to back Australia, and then comes back and goes, even money, Kingman, 11 to 8 with one
I'm not
firm.
against Kingman. I'm just saying...
You can't have both.
No, the boat's gone with in terms of, the price, but I wouldn't be ruling him out.
Oh, right, okay.
Unless Jimmy Derham's tipped him, I wouldn't be ruling him out.
Oh, right. Well, if Jimmy Derham comes here on Saturday and tips him, we know...
To lay him.
Right. Is it Nuzho Canarias?
Nuzho Canarias, very interesting contender. It's always very hard to weigh up these horses that have done most of their running in other countries, that aren't France.
Yeah, it's quite clearly not a UK or Irish name.
Yes, I know. Yeah. I was practicing my Spanish before I came here, so that I'd be okay to talk about it. He. On the 5th of August, he beat Elusive Pearl, who was the 5-4 on shot favourite in the race, and he subsequently flopped in a listed race, so I think the form is quite dodgy. And then at Longchamp, he made all, and then it was a steady pace for the whole race, and then it just turned into a sprint. I just don't think it was a particularly genuinely run race.
Connections have said, and I saw Julia Bryce give the interview, the Connections have said they would not be bringing this horse over if they felt it had no chance.
Yeah, I think it might have a small chance, but I just don't think they've been up against the sort of competition they're going to be up against here.
Yeah,
I think they might have vastly underestimated the ability of all these other.
We've mentioned the top lot in the betting. Outstrip is 25 to 1. When the breeders...
He was only, beaten a quarter of the length behind Silver at Goodwood. He's won in America.
But then, he's third in the Dewhurst behind Cable Bay and Walkerman, so I wouldn't see him turning the form around in that respect. And also, was it Giovanni Baldini who got beat by Outstrip, has gone to Dubai, and he's been subsequently well beaten.
Okay. Do you know what? I can't watch that race at Goodwood where Outstrip got second to Tourmore, because I was on Outstrip and...
it's a great race, you should watch it.
Oh no, I've watched it twice today, and traded 1.2 in running. 1.05 in running.
Did it rub salt into the wounds when Richard Hughes just eased up slightly on Tourmore as well?
I know, yeah. It was just...
He's even got his hand over his face.
The pain.
The people at home are looking for some outsiders, some value, and there's got to be some value here, because you've got 11 to 10, 5 to 2, and then 11 to 2, 7 to 1, and then rest is big prices. Give us an outsider, Adam.
This is going to be crazy, but the horse I actually backed in the Greenham was Berkshire. Now, he is an absolute nutcase. In the paddock before, he was up on his hind legs, jumping up around. He was like being a bucking bronco for the first 2 firms. I think the analysis was raced keenly. The horse didn't race keenly. The jockey had no control over him. But this is a talented horse. He won the Chesham Stakes Royal Ascot on his second start. He won the Royal Lodge, which is now at Newmarket, over a mile. So he stays the distance. I think the first few in the betting, if they all turn up, I'm sure they'll fill the places. But if you want to go for something wild of the mark, and if he actually settled on the day, Berkshire's around 40 to 1. He's a better horse than that.
I don't know who's more barking man, Berkshire or you. Jono.
Well, for me, there's an interesting horse called Charles Spirit. He won a race at Maison Lafitte called the Prix Jebel.
Okay.
Of the last 11 winners of the Prix Jebel, 4 have won the Guineas. So that's a fantastic stat. It's basically 7 to 4.
Yeah.
He loves a stat, doesn't he?
Yeah, he loves a stat, which is good.
I love a good stat.
What day was this one born?
On the 26th of February. Freddie Head, trainer, fantastic equine sort of,
aficionado,
family and dynasty. They know what it takes to win a race like this.
So you think Charm Spirit, which is 25 to 1 with a couple of firms, 20 to 1 with others, you think that's your value for each one?
I think it's definitely the value there, absolutely. In the Prix Jebel, beat a horse called Kiram, who was a Group 2 and Group 3 winner. That's fantastic form.
You're quite keen on this one then, aren't you?
Yeah, there was another horse in that same race that's a listed winner. There's another horse that he beat that was a Group 3 winner and a Group 1 second. I think it's fantastic form and can run a big race at a decent price.
Okay, under the radar. Billy?
Under the radar.
I'll just agree with John, I think, listening to that. But I really couldn't find anything, Peter, in here that I thought would be something I'd back as an outsider, to be honest. I mean, I'm quite happy to stick with Australia. If you're looking for one each way, I think Kingston Hill is probably an each way bet. But nothing that I would sit here and say that's a good outsider. Not Berkshire, though.
No, Berkshire. OK, before we get your selections, let's get over to Sam for more Twitter reaction.
Yeah, and Jamie Brownlow's tweeted me with a really interesting point. He says, well, if the ground comes up fast and Kingman doesn't run, suddenly your price around Australia is going to be probably the same as what you can get on Kingman now, which is completely true and is a fair point. So if you're going to predict the weather as well, might be worth having a look at that. We've also had a couple of other people tweeting in. Marcus is agreeing that he thinks Kingman is a very good horse, but can't have it at the price. I've had D. Kemet tell me that his double is going to be Kingman and My Titana. We've also had Grade 1 Racing Treatise going to say that he likes Rosina and Toolmore, so another one. His reasoning for that, both are proven at the trip. That's the reason, simple as. Makes sense to me. Keep your tweets coming in. We're going to have a quick catch-up at your best National Hunt highlights as well. Got a few of those tweeted in. And what you're looking forward to the flat season, you know. Have these guys got the winner? Is there a future star in here? I'll ask Peter that very question now. Peter?
Well, I certainly think there's a star, and I think the star could well be Australia. That's my feeling. But what do I know? I'm just a top pundit. Adam?
Yes.
Are you going to do what you've done in the break and go with selection time?
No, I'm not changing my mind.
Time.
OK, if for win purposes and value at this time, I think Australia 7-2 with Paddy Power is a decent bet around now. And although call me crazy,
before you mention the county again,
I'll have a little each way on the county I live in. Yep.
Oh, that's why he lives there. He's done all the assessment and he does it because he lives there. John,
it's a big county.
Selection time.
Oh, it's not selection time again,
is
it? Oh, right. So I think Charles Spirit each way, and I'm still trying to weigh up between backing Toolmore, Kingston Hill, and War Command. War Command is sort of in the balance because no one knows if it's going to run yet or not.
Okay.
But
so you're going to bet
four. No, you only get 3 places on the Guineas.
Yeah, but for me, Charles Spirit and Kingston Hill.
Okay.
At the moment.
Billy?
I don't normally do doubles, but I think a Galileo double, Australia in the 2,000 gears, go along with Tapestry in the 1,000 Guineas.
Okay, so you're going for an Aidan O'Brien double?
Yeah.
So the second leg will let him down then?
Yeah. Well, no, well, we'll see.